Ladies and gentlemen, this is Radio Free Pangea.
Let's subscribe to our reporter, Universal Innocent.
Here I'm standing face to face at Pangea's eastern border, in the middle of boiling waters. Wind guys, yes, and volcanoes. Continents are drifting faster, reckless mountains break away. In few moments, I believe, all will end in great disaster.
Today is Monday, the 19th October 2015, and I say welcome to the 21st issue of the Critical World Report. Already 21, number 21, and okay, alternating with the German, it's endless, but it's fun to count. If I remember 21 or the 21st birthday or so was a special day in former time. From that day on, you was allowed to vote, to take part in elections. Oh, the politician changed it, and meanwhile, you know, all that in the Western democracies, 18 is the age, the full age. I guess the real description is full of age, yes. And I have heard from some activities for local elections, there are thoughts that even in the age of 16 people should vote. Okay, yes, by an always older and older becoming population, we must reduce the age of the people who are able to vote. Wonderful. I have a neighbor in Germany, and he said, as with a driving license, okay, in America it's a crazy situation with a young driver license, and even in Europe or Germany, if there is someone sitting beside the learner, he is allowed, etc., etc. But even as you have to do a driving test, they should do also a test before you go into a marriage. This has nothing to do with the former great time. I said it was not act as in former times. You has, for example, in Germany to bring some documents that you are an Aryan. No. I have only next year some remarks in my little book, only to make a test what it means to be responsible for a child, to be responsible for a partner, to be responsible, etc., etc. Fucking is one thing, yeah? The greatest idiot can do this. This is normal, and this is in the world of the animals normal. You can see it, the instincts in go to the zoo. But if you use your brain, it would be not a mistake if we have a license not to kill, a license to to go into a marriage. I must say I feel good with this idea. That would be nice, yeah. A driving license or a license to be married. Okay, I don't want to talk too much. I want to keep it short. That's the reason, one of the reasons why it's not so bad that actually I'm fighting behind the scenes with YouTube, with some uploaded videos, before not to seen on YouTube, but now complete 6 or 7 are in discussions in the background if this was violating the laws, etc., and ownerships and what they have made remarks. It's a stupid situation there, but it's funny for me to tell them that all the music I've played before, nearly most of the music I have received the okay from Pearl Jam in Seattle and from Midnight Oil in Australia, Sydney, etc., etc., and all others the same. But it's funny to fight. But I will keep, without this music, my little video shorter, and that could be much better. So we do here a first break. I received in the last days from Beijing, from our friend, Austrian friend Valtagi, some small greetings, pictures, and I fiddle it together and just a minute to say he is still alive. He is now moving from China to India. Hopefully then we can do one day a live transmission, but in this moment it should be the bridge to our great friend, old friend in the world. He is fighting for peace, he's fighting for freedom with his fantastic art. So, the first break here, okay? Very quiet in the background is this man to here, and I don't know if we do it a little bit bigger, and I remove this wonderful picture of John. You can see the painful truth John told us, that we are living in a world and we are ruled by lunatics and steered by fancy people, he said. I hope you can see it at a mad end. There is nothing to add to these words. And I believe I will be jailed because I say this, because I'm telling this. Jailed as a maniac. from those who are stupid, you know. I say this. Yes. It's the mad in it. Again, the dates. John Lennon was born on 9th October 1940 in Liverpool, and he was murdered. The words are running beside the song, and the song is about 3 minutes plus. Murdered by an idiot. A lunatic, said Leo. The translation lexica in the internet is fantastic. Leo, system, perfect. On 8th December 1980, in front of his Dakota house. I was exactly on that place, and that is still always a move in me. And okay. I wanted, as I said in the greetings words, we received from our Waltashi some greetings. And so let's play the 1 minute I told before. He is doing with some friends a concert, fusion concert in Beijing, probably on his final days there. Now he is on the move to India. So we play this minute, okay? Stop here again. So, okay, these are the few seconds to honor our friend Waltashi, and hopefully we will have one day some full of life action and little films with him. Okay, so I have prepared here, okay, Angels as Deaton. Amazingly, this man is also in my huge email contact address list. University of Princeton. Now he received the Nobel Prize for Economy. Okay, normally we have to criticize this, because if there is, I've not really deep informed about his work, but anyway, if one of the results out of his work, together with another well-known scientist, also Nobel Prize winner in 2002, professor, I don't know, we must see it here at the end, possibly it's here, not written there. Oh, symbolic step, yeah, wonderful symbolic step. If you find out over years, interview and collect figures of more than 100,000, 400,000 people, and then collect the results of their feelings, when and where is the border between wealth, health, and peacefully lucky, etc. So happy, yeah. And if he found out that up to 75,000 yearly income in US dollar, there is no more excess in you cannot be more lucky than you are lucky with this income to have a secure and safe life. All others is not needed to bring into yourself all these positive feelings. They found out, oh what a wonderful thing. Yeah? 75,000 US dollar per year, before the background of the poor people in America, for sure, and in all around the world. Wonderful, and for this you receive the Nobel Prize. Okay, go ahead with this. Okay, 13 years old little girls receive the Peace Nobel Prize because they only were shot down. And it's more than a funny orchestration there in Norway and Sweden, what they have done with the old Alfred Nobel. I guess it's more theater like the Oscars from the film industry, etc., etc. Go ahead if you compare such results with really hard-working people, etc., and people fighting for peace. For example, we must declare John Lennon posthum with Yoko Ono as a peace Nobel Prize winner all around the years and minimum in the years of their activities. Yeah, but okay, probably one day I receive such a stupid thing, and I would not accept such a thing, such an honor. I tell you why. I guess I said it before. I bring it together from the fantastic writer Kishon. Ibrahim Kishon, an Israeli, and he was asked one day, when do you receive the Nobel Prize? And he said, at that time he had sold more than 20 or nearly 30 million books. He said, you need to receive such a prize, you must be very unsuccessful. Then you must have no humor. And then you must be nearly dead, so or similar. He explained it with his humor and irony and cynicism, you know. So such people were ignored. But if you are using themes like the old Nazis and the old Soviet regimes, and so these are really these are projects bring the humans ahead for sure. Okay, go ahead with this. I guess we should make a break and stop the war. Yeah? Also the war with words, but this is hard. Okay, stop the war.
Stop the war. Stop the war in the street. Stop, delay the word war. We don't need a war anymore. We don't need wars anymore. We don't need war anymore. You are wondering about the daily news. War is the main message. Terror, murder, bloodshed and violence. Terrorism, force and tyranny. Only war is relative views. You are wondering, I am not. It is the mirror of the civil community. Stop the war. Stop the war in the street. Stop, delay the word war. We don't need a war anymore. We don't need wars anymore.
it's so funny to see these golden seeds. Yes, it's important to show the people, that we are so important. We must sit on such museum chairs. Okay, they should do. I want to play in the background the Euro news. Now come on. They want or they don't want. Please come. Besides, I can say, if the picture will build up, to some special people who clicked on my private site, you know, that game. What's happened here? It's impossible, eh? No, this not. The actually use not. We want to play this, yeah. Ah, yes, this is it. The action plan, the EU, Mr. Juncker, and so on and so on. Okay, but this runs in the background, and if I see some pictures I am interested in, but at first I will say, and nearly finally, because I want to do very short videos in this moment, because I have to upload 3 times, and all the gigabytes and the slow motion here is still a bad and very negative situation later in Germany. If I do this job from Germany to transfer to the platforms on the computer and the system there, it's horrible. So I must do a short film. I want to say bom dia to Brazil, Sobral, in the area of Caeira. In Germany, Ludwigshafen, hallo, guten Morgen oder guten Tag. In Lisboa, bom dia, Portugal. Brazil, not nearer known. And in Russia, Moscow. And for this I said I have to learn the Russian language, and I found it. It's Dobry din or Dobre wieczór, means good morning or good evening. Dobry din to Moscow, and I have here twice the Russian Moscow city. Who knows who are behind, possibly an ambassador or something like that. In Germany, in Euskirchen, some not near specified, in Sinzing, Rheinland-Pfalz, in Hanover, Niedersachsen, lower section, I think it said in English, in Bamberg in Bayern, in Potsdam, in Brandenburg, in Brazil, bom dia, in Sao Paulo area, Sao Bernardo do Campoa, bom dia, in Milano, in the Lombardy in Italy, Buenos dias. Yeah, buenos dias, signorita. Sure, Italy, buenos dias. Brazil, bom dia. Again, Brazil, and USA, and Jakarta. Again, Jakarta. I have to look later to find out one day which language they have in Jakarta. So these people, hello and goodbye, I must say. And then I have prepared a stupid conversation. I hope it's still here. And yeah, a stupid conversation. I told you about this I told you about the Fiji, Mr. Konataki, and his promises of a new world order. And as I received one day, last week or so, he is an active man in the immigration office there, interesting enough. I guess an important role there. And he sent out to many email contacts formula where you had to click on if you are pleased with the work of this bureau, of this office, etc. And I wrote to him, I'm wondering that you are obviously still alive and large and not in a special hospital for dementia, etc., etc. And I told him, if this is fact and true, I really want to hear from you about your more than stupid remarks about the New World Order and some things more. And then he answered, and he asked me, are you alive? And now comes these words I must repeat, because in governments all over the world are idiots, but here are especially one. Are you alive or dead? Because the Vatican just announced their news that the Pope has set up a law that all world governments to attend Mass, and if you don't go to Mass, you will not get the chip where you can buy. This is where the one world currency comes from, and there will be a one world Sabbath which is Sunday, and if you don't attend, it's either prison or death. If you want some truth, why don't you ask the Pope yourself for real facts? Because I think you are not taking it seriously and think that's a joke. And I wrote to him, I guess you should go serious to a specialist, a doctor for mental health. Important step. At first, I have to inform your bosses and your government. You are a real dangerous person for yourself and for all others. Nevertheless, all the best for you. So we drink to the health of such a person in a government of the Fijis, amazingly or painfully working in the office for immigrants or poor people who want to join and go to the Fijis. Okay, then we can shut this here down. Possibly. Okay. Now Mr. Scrooge is better to see. We drink to all our health. I forget it. You see, we have to drink to all the politicians and all people in responsible positions. And I've made some remarks for me to bring, but if I want to keep it short, I must run faster. If some people are telling there are no fast answers, I must say yes, there are real short answers, fast answers. We have only to follow the normal humans, and then you come to real, fast and quick answers. And the best would be to find it in one of my books. So the little promotion, a minute, and then the final break, okay?
Now let's switch to our reporter, Cosmopolitan Bourgeois. I'm standing hand in hand with Pangaea's western end. In the middle of stormy weather, sand and rain and snow and ice, continents are moving faster, higher mountains building up. In few moments, I am sure, over and in big disaster.
Yes, pity the time is running so fast. I was looking to the minutes already in the cassette. I want to say so many remarks about the corruption in the world, the corruption in the FIFA, the corruption in football for sure, corruption in sports, and in all this, if you want to see it this way, it would be so easy to bring these criminal acts to an end, if we stop the gigantism, as I said, if we do all the big events in sports on real places like the Olympic Games in Athens or Olympia, Greece, for the summer games, winter games, for example, in Oslo, Holmenkollen, and other games, football, World Championship, there is no need to do all these elections and buy votes to vote for this championship, and now they're coming with old stupid dirty undertrousers or whatever from Germany. Now I guess it's in a campaign of some not so clear people. One of the former presidents of the Germans, the wrong 20er, the wrong 50er, Mr. 20er. Okay, it's sad. But I have written in 2002, on the 16th July, to Mr. Joseph Blatter, president of the FIFA in Zurich, Switzerland, P.O. Box 85. This is a German letter, this is in a book, Send Letters, and to all important or not so important organizations or so. I had some ideas, and at that time I made a proposal about a reform of the World Championship, for example. Then you don't have to do all this gigantism, because in all countries are stadiums, and the stadiums must have one level where you can have a championship, and then you can have all the members of the FIFA, for example, divided in groups of 16, I told, and then we have once a month World Championship in the world, once a month, a weekend, and this all over the period, so you can see the best teams always on top in the first group, the second, and then runner-up, and there are teams, countries, go down, the final three countries have to go the next class down, three others join the group, etc. A wonderful long letter, costs nothing, and you have always a world ranking, and then you can know exactly, oh, my team is at position 84, and Fuji is, for example, at 209 or whatever, yeah, and the Germans are on top, and the Belgians are not number one as now a stupid ranking list. So this is all done 13 years ahead. I've done it. So what's to say more than all the best for you? Next time I have here this is nothing. Yeah, this is only a revanche, I have said. Interesting is that only one name is always in that circle. It's Mr. Dreyfus, already dead, from Adidas Germany. I guess this name was also in the affair of Uli Hoeneß, etc. There is too much money in all that, you know. That's the reason why we have, as consumers, to think about where to go and where to give our money. Not to PRs, not to idiots, that they spend their, oh la la, we can close it. And we must show all to these all people the big tongue, your own tongue, and say, I go my own way, and I will be busy within the laws, democratic laws, and if you're lucky, even if I not receive $75,000 as Miss Anges, blah blah blah, told the world, and receive nearly $1 million US, 980 or something like that, $1,000 as Nobel Prize. So, health to all these people who decided such stupid things. All the best, and next week from Germany, again here in Albany, USA, New York. It's very cold. I said it before, we had less, -3 degrees Celsius, and over the day it should become maximum plus minus or possibly 3 or maximum 6 degrees over 12 o'clock over noon. And in Germany we had last week snow in the Sauerland, a complete day. Stupid. Now we have October and we are now really very close, not in the autumn, close to the winter. Ciao, see you next time, and all the best for you. Cheers. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your help, Mr. Scrooge here in Albany. Bye bye.
Now let's switch to our reporter, 7 people, never mind. Here I'm standing eye to eye at Pangaea's northern side, in the midst of cracked volcanoes, boiling water, spring skies here. Continents are drifting fast, oceans flooding all the past. In few moments I will know if it's time for me to go. Now let's switch to our reporter with independent evidence. I'm standing with open mouth at Pangaea's icy south, in the middle of frozen areas, all the life is dying out. Continents are moving fast, snow is covering all the paths.